RC, talk to me. Are the Packers the best team in the NFL? Because it is unbelievable to me that they went out there without their top 3 receivers, and they got that done against what's supposed to be the most prolific offense in the NFL, in the Arizona Cardinals.
Sounds good, but they're not the best team in the NFC. They're not the best team in the NFL. I mean, right now, if you're looking at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and what they aren't playing with and the way that they played throughout this season with Tom Brady playing at an MVP level, with a defense finding ways to put pressure on the quarterback, I can't put the Green Bay Packers over them. And then when I watch this game, right, we always look at these teams and say, okay, we're going to look at the head-to-head matchup and say that the Green Bay Packers are better than the Arizona Cardinals. The same way there was no Devontae Adams, there was no D-Hop. Right? And the reason D-Hop was out of the game is because he went deep on the guy and hurt his hamstring running away from him. We also look at the 2 turnovers, right? The fumble, the muff punt return. All these things went in Green Bay's way, in factor, and went in Green Bay's way, and that's how they won the football game.
Hold on. I just need you to be a little bit careful about the details that you're bringing up about football, because we got him to consider here. And we know he can't talk about the Eagles right now. So as you talk about football, and we talk about champions, and this team is not a part of the discussion at all.
Right.
Okay? I just want you to be sensitive to that.
Wait. Excuse me, aren't you a Steelers fan?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Molly, don't do that. Molly, don't do that.
Your
Don't do that.
team-
Molly, don't do that,
Your
though.
team might make the playoffs.
Don't do that, Molly.
Well,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
RC, Molly, once again, where you have to attack Stephen A. is in his word use, right? So Stephen A. said, be careful talking football to Kevin because he's an Eagle fan. Well, me being a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles has nothing to do with my knowledge of the game of football. So I can keep track and keep up with what's being said because we're talking about the rules and the actual state of the game. That being said, my job being here today is to not only keep up, but apply myself where and when I can. That's my job. So please, sir, let me do my job.
Whoa.
Thank you. RC.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
RC.
So the bottom line, is I don't believe the Green Bay Packers are the best team in the NFC, and I just don't know what to say after that.
Wait, but before you jump in, so what did you learn last night?
I mean,
like, are the Arizona Cardinals fraudulent? Are the Packers better? Are the Packers better than you
Absolutely
expected?
not. Listen, there's only been one undefeated team ever, right?
Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, Mercury Morris was freestyling and popping champagne last night because you know he does it every time the last undefeated team loses.
Right.
The Arizona Cardinals didn't play great last night, and the Green Bay Packers had things go in their favor, and they took advantage of that. The Green Bay Packers are a good team. They're in the top 3 or 4 or 5 teams in the NFC.
Let me say this. Let me say, in all seriousness, all joking aside, here's what I would tell you. We walked into the season thinking that Tampa Bay had a good chance of repeating because all 22 starters returned.
Absolutely.
And we understand how serious that is. Here's what happened last night that needs to give us all cause for pause.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers walked into a game, a Thursday night game, missing his top receiver, his number 2 receiver, his number 3 receiver.
Yes.
The quarterback was devoid of his top 3 weapons. And somehow, some way, against an undefeated team, the defense showed up when it counted. Offensively, it wasn't just that the other receivers showed up, but also your running game with Aaron Jones and Dillon showed that they ran for like 157 yards last night. What I'm saying is, on many, many occasions, we'll look at a team and we'll say, all right, devoid of their primary weapons. All right, now show us what you got. And when other guys step up and it emboldens them and elevates their confidence, when you combine that with the fact that at least 2 of those 3 are going to return, and Aaron Rodgers is the guy behind center, yeah, we can look at Tampa Bay and say they're the best team, but I think what Green Bay did for all of us last night was remind us they still got that bad man, Aaron Rodgers, at the quarterback, and they've got enough weapons to take out anybody. So they've solidified themselves as a bona fide threat.
Are they the top team in the NFC?
They're not.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, right now they can do it. And they could go on a road and do it. Most people can't do that. They can.
Well, guys, here's what I'm saying. It pains me. Pains me to say this, honestly. It really hurts that I'm going to have to agree with Stephen A. Smith for possibly the first time on this show. It will possibly be the last. I don't think there will ever be another time. But what you can't do is ignore moments of greatness, right? You can't also ignore stardom. What Aaron Rodgers is, he's a bona fide stud in this league and always has been. And when that bona fide stud shows you with or without weapons, I can respond. meaning that I can get the job done. And I'm also good enough to get my troops in line that aren't my necessary 1 and 2s to understand the assignment and show up and show out. When they do that on a big stage like last night, that does give you, in your words, not mine, the cause for pause to say, hey, man, they could be real. I think that the Green Bay Packers, I think that they're definitely in the top 3 teams in the NFL. I think that they're also Super Bowl contenders this year. I think that they're extreme. They're a threat. They're a real threat.
The only thing that I would challenge Kevin Hart on is the fact that he said we can't ignore moments of greatness. One would argue you do that all the time when people sit next to you. You ignore moments of greatness all the time. But that's what I want to say.
It came back to him. But if he wants to bring it back to him, can I ask you?
It always comes to him.
Can I ask you a question as a former player?
Yeah.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers woke up this morning and was just so disappointed in Stephen A. Smith?
That he went against him?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Stephen A's been one of
y'all.
his largest supporters.
Yeah.
And for Aaron Rodgers to do what he's done throughout his career for Stephen A. and for Stephen A. to turn on him?
Yeah.
How is that turning on him?
it's almost-
God said he was going to lose
It's
one
almost
game. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.